What's up guys, Cloudie here checking in from the America server, and we have received the first patch of November today, so let's just see what Vespa has surprised us with. First of all, of course, there are the balance adjustments, and this was something that a lot of people were looking forward to, so it's a bit sad that it's kind of disappointing. Some are right out strange or meh, otherwise are like surprising and kind of having people question why they were needed at all. So let's see which heroes are in the list. It's Hilda, Shamila, Lilia, Visca, Tanya, Theo, Kala, Miru, Reina, Roy, Lucia, Rodina, Scarlet, Nyx, Crow, and Krisha. Now, not gonna go through all the changes in this video because it would just be too long and I need to just check some things in game. But the two biggest winners seems to be Lilia and possibly Miru, which is a PvP buff. Some others are like really strange or meaningless, so yeah, but I will make a separate video and go through these. Not really some what we were all hoping for or expecting, I think, so I'm a little bit disappointed at this list, but yeah, we'll give a separate video on that because otherwise this one would take too long. New content, this is called the Battlefield of Ordeals, a new PvP kind of content where you fight offline PvP, so PvP teams of people in the League of Victory level that you select. So for instance, if you have cleared League of Victory up to like Diamond or Masters, then you can go all the way up to this tier, and that's how your opponents will be selected too. This will have weekly seasons like League of Victory, and you get some rewards based on this. Now there are quite a few stages that you need to go through, where you can go through various stages and fights and get rewards based on the score you obtain. Now it seems that if your heroes die, then you cannot use them anymore unless you have them recover for rubies. So there is of course a ruby spending included. So we'll be seeing, and you can also use some tickets to reset the opponent list, and there are some buffs that you can obtain, like you can see it here. These can be either stat buffs, or you can obtain like artifacts on your team. So kinda we'll have to see how this exactly plays out. I haven't really run it yet, so we'll have to see about that. The rewards themselves are interesting. So for the sections, you can get some unique treasure fragments, which are always nice. It's always good to have. And then there is some points that you could see in the screenshot here that you have a score here, which at the end determines what kind of rewards will you get at the end of the week. So I think this is what everyone should be aiming for, at least 2,200 points, because if you check the League of Ordeals shop, then this one gives you enough to buy 10 reforged tickets and then have some left for like technomagic upgrade stones or something. So yeah, haven't really tried it yet. I know some people have already cleared it like on Challenger, because they are challengers of course in League of Victory. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably also make a separate one just on this one, just to see how it actually goes, but have to try it first for that. There is also like an Estelle mission I did for it. I checked the rewards, they are like alright-ish, nothing fancy or super big. Yeah, but it's some new stuff to do, and freebies are good always, especially the reforged tickets. And UT fragments are also nice, so not really complaining, but we'll see how interesting or good this is. Special event dungeon. Of course, the RClause story is continuing. You still get the daily 1 ticket that you need to use, and you have to first clear the story dungeons, and there will be some more special dungeons. We'll talk about this separately. Let's see what's left. Xera's story dungeon has been added to the memory. Piece of memory episode has been added, which you can access from Orwell in the memory archive. So it has some gifts. You need to burn stamina to go through these, but first you need to unlock it by doing the Shadow of Aegina battles, and then you can start doing this. Yeah, the rewards are alright-ish. Some mainly for new players, I believe, but you can also get like Xera unique gear tech tickets, so that's not too bad. And then you can get some repeatable rewards for one of these soul fragments, weapon fragments, unique weapon ticket, or etc. A unique weapon, but this is like random. So yeah. Now this one, the next one is kind of interesting, and I quite like this one. So they have an ether option for the central overworld neighborhood, which you can access for 200 rubies for 3 hours, or 140 if you have Talisha herself. So this one will be, there are 4 different difficulties. On Hell, for 90 stamina per entry, you will be getting 4 blue ethers and like 3 shining ethers, which is not too bad, especially considering that you can use loot booster effect. So if you run this 3 hours long, that means you need 3 loot boosters, and I will have to check how many, how fast you can do this, how much stamina you will need to run 3 hours of this. But that's not too bad, considering an average run in Eclipse is like 150-200 blue ethers. So with a loot booster you can catch up to that fairly fast, I believe, and that should give you a lot more access to low level soul weapons, which is good, because as I have been pointing out in a lot of my videos, that is really like a blocker for me personally, for instance, where I have a lot of soul weapons that I just can't use because I do not have the blue or the purple ethers for that. So I think this will be a good thing. I will definitely try out, give some info on that, how it looks like after grinding this for like 3 hours with loot boosters, whether it's worth or not. So, but I think it will be, it looks good. So looking forward to that. League of Victory participation rewards. Every time now you enter League of Victory, you will receive 20 victory medals, regardless if you win or lose. The 20 is not too much, but if you have, even if you just use your 10 tickets a day, that's like 200. So it's like alright-ish. It's an incentive to keep playing League of Victory at all, or do more than just the bare minimum, and like it gives you more points that you can use for unique weapons and unique treasures, so not too bad. What else? New Raider rulebook has been reworked, so this is only for new characters or people who are still in almost brand new. So some updated rewards, I guess. It starts with a 5-star hero ticket, which can be Celine or Lorraine. So yeah, not too bad. I thought they were gonna rework the monthly tickets, but yeah, maybe that was too much to wish for. So yeah, I mean, if you're a new player or running a new account, then this can be nice for you. Some of these are pretty alright-ish. There is even an event artifact in there, so that's pretty good. Lower the difficulty of certain content. Trial of the God King decreases the damage and death decrease debuff for Trial of Sky. Now, yeah, I mean, this doesn't really fix the issue that there is still reflect damage on that skill, which makes melee characters just not effective in that trial, because the reflect damage will kill you. Yes, you could run a tank there, but still your DPS is gonna kill themselves, and they cannot heal in outside the nuke phase of Misama. So I don't really understand why this was good or needed for. I know someone killed it like stage 8 with the rain on a high flash, but yeah, I mean, alright, it's like a nerf, but like not really something that will change the fight or make it any easier, because it still scuffs melee users, and that was the whole point, I think. So personally, I would have liked them to just remove that stupid reflect damage, because it just makes no sense, especially in a fight where you cannot heal for extended periods of time, and where you cannot turn off your attacks. So yeah, whatever. Devourer Shockmate changed it so that monsters will target Night class heroes first during the normal monster waves. Yeah, this is very useful, because a lot of times if you are running a warrior or like an assassin who will use dive skills, they could just get insta-gibbed, because they would jump into the middle of a wave just as it starts, and then they would die. And so that really was annoying if your DPS was one of these type of characters. So yeah, it's like a quality of life change. Good stuff. Speaking of quality of life changes, they changed so that the entry tickets of Tower of Challenge will be increased to an 80 maximum, and that's Yeah, that's pretty good because right now it regens two of them every 2 hours. So if you didn't log in for 10 hours, then it would be capped and it just felt inefficient. Now you can go up all the way to 80. So it means that you can just pop auto when you have a lot of them and then leave the game for a while and it will just clear the stages that you want. It makes it, yeah, it's a quality of life change. Also, if you want to use loot boosters with the tower, then this makes it easier because you don't need to keep recharging during or whatever. So yeah, I guess it's alright-ish. Improve soul judgment UI, of course. Lilia is shown there. So yeah, now it shows the name and the class of the character who is receiving the soul stone, even in the normal selection. So I guess that's like alright-ish. But they didn't change the drop rate here, which they had promised to do. So that kinda, yeah, I was looking forward to that one. But okay, improved item crafting. So Stone of Infinity and Fragment of Infinity will be um, will be crafting faster now. And yeah, and they are removed from crafting from Craft Grow. Okay, whatever. Alright, so I did some cutscenes and stuff. And of course, Taylor is receiving now her birthday. That looks kind of weird, but alright-ish. Some pumpkin key content changes. Okay, so this is related to the special shop. And the bingo event has ended, so that's why we received 20 million gold instead of anything else, because that event has ended. Revise some terms of the policy and service. Okay, whatever. And some changes to IDFA collection functions, whatever this is, but this only affects iOS users. Changed the Orwell team back to normal from the Halloween event, and they have increased the HP of world bosses because, of course, if you have seen the video, maybe Mita has managed to actually clear World Boss 3, of course, with Pensiron. And then they have showcase the new challenge raid boss. I mean the next one, not a new one, that will be after next week, and you will be getting unique treasure fragments, which is nice. I mean, unique treasures are always good to have. You will not be able to run mechanics. And then there are some bug fixes about notifications or about skills being used automatically when auto function is not turned on. This is quite good because I really hated like Big Shakme doing this when half your team and your range team is not set to auto, but they still start using skills before you can actually switch to them. So this should be taking care of that also in some other stages where you had auto turned off and they were still open with skills. Yeah, and some other issue fixes, but nothing really fancy. And yeah, they fixed an issue about Hilda Soulstone appearing twice in the list of random Soulstone tickets, and they have actually sent out a random Soulstone as a compensation for this. So that's nice of them, and that's really all in the patch. I said the balance patch is a big part of it, but sadly somewhat lacking, I feel. So yeah, we'll see about the new Ether dungeon and the new story dungeons, and of course the new Orwell battle thing. We'll have to test those out, see how they are. Let's see what else they have. So there is an event about Thanksgiving. You have to log in and do daily missions, for which you will get 5 random rewards randomly from this list, and you can get duplicates. Now this is again, why does it have to be random? Out of all of these, I would only like the Reforged tickets really. And so I mean, yeah, freebies are freebies, but it would be nice if not everything was random. And then for clearing this one fully a day, you will get a point, and if you get like enough points, then you can buy or you can receive the unique weapon ticket and some transcendence attribute points, which you can use to increase the max TP of a character. There is a raid coin bonus which affects all dragon field raids and technomagic kingdom raids, so you get more coins for raiding. I guess that's alright. When you actually farm a lot, then you are already having a surplus of this, so probably not really a big deal. I'm sitting like on 100 mil of these and can't spend them because there's really nothing to spend them on. But yeah, alright, whatever, it's not bad. This one, on the other hand, is quite nice. Central neighborhood burning time, so 50% less stamina consumption. So instead of 90 stamina, this should be like 45 on hell mode. So definitely gonna test this one out and see how much stuff I can get with a 3 hours burn. Yeah, and actually that's pretty good because the stamina also contributes to your eclipse. But of course, if you spend less, then you get less eclipse entries. But whatever, it's good in general. I like that part, so we'll have to see. Now, second, the RClause story dungeon is of course here. Again, you have to go one by one to unlock them, and once you are done with the story dungeons, you will get to this special dungeon. These are the story dungeons. I like their names, actually. You can see that to protect you, I will give everything. I'm Castle's brother and Frey's brother, incomplete without you both, so please wait for me. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny. And the special dungeons, these will be the 3 that you have to face. Now, in the first one, you will only be able to use RClause. The second one, you will need to clear with RClause and May. And the third one, you will need 4 heroes, one of which will be fixed to Gao, which is an interesting choice. I guess you will need to cleanse and CC in this one. And you will need to pick your other 3 characters freely, but you cannot pick anything after Xera. So you see Evan, Castle, Fallen Frey, Talisha, Hilda, Isolette, and RClause are actually banned in this one. So curious, the rewards are still the same. You need to give these broken wings to Klaus, and then you get some stuff. At the end, you get this random one, which can be anything good. Or yeah, boss crystal ticket bundle. So that's the last one you get. Alright, so that's the story dungeon. Let's see what else we have. There is an event about the new battlefield of ordeals. You need to fill in a form and tell who is lying from these. Now, going through the list is probably Juno, because you do not use Slate of Trials to buy items. You use the new battlefield of Orville coins, so that would be the one. Looking at these through, and now depending on how many people are actually filling in the form with the correct answer, we will get a coupon code for either of these rewards. So if 10,000 people fill in with the correct info, then we will get 1k artifact pieces and 15 reforged tickets. I mean, 15 reforged tickets is not too bad. That would be quite nice. I hope a lot of people fill this in correctly. It would be good to get this one. Moving on. Oh god, the special shop, of course. Black Friday promotion has started. Now, this one is pretty good. 50% discounts for all heroes and costumes. That's always good. There is a special reward for purchasing something with cash. So this is only for cash purchases. You get a free unique, or yeah, if you buy something for cash, then you will get an extra unique weapon ticket. This is once per week, and then the next week there is another one, and then the week after there is one more, which will be unique gear tickets. So you can use it for unique weapons or unique treasures. There is also free special item summon, which is daily, they say, and you can get this free in the game under the packages. I believe it was at the end of the packages, I think. But yeah, just find it in the shop. It's a free all type of special summon. So yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, the drop rates in those are pretty abysmal. But hey, it's a freebie, so kind of nice to have. And there is of course a lot of Black Friday stuff. I went through it and they aren't really super fancy. There is also a Black Friday shop which will be open I guess for 2 weeks. So if you buy something and then you get these Black Friday tokens, and then you can use those tokens to get other stuff. And some of those, like soul weapons and unique gears, 3-star unique gear, that's pretty fancy. It means that if you are a whale, then you get a lot of extra freebies, so that's kind of nice. And of course, Technomagic Gear Sale is back, which, considering that they still haven't really done anything about Technomagic Gear, is a bit disappointing, because this is like close to $90 or something in the shop, and yeah, I mean, it's just not nice that they are selling stuff without actually fixing in-game stuff. But let's move on. This is for the 11th of November, so just one day actually. And it's Singles Day login event. I didn't know there was a Singles Day, and it's kind of funny that Tanya is the face for this one. Basically, you need to fill in. They say that you need to like their Facebook page, so of course, free advertisement for Vespa. Then fill in the participation survey with your login details. I mean, your character name, your ID, and your server name. And then you need to log in on the 11th, and then you will receive in the mail this cookie stick, which will give you a lot of stamina. So hey, free stamina is not too bad. I guess it's worth doing one like on their page just for some extra stamina, especially quite a bit of extra stamina. Then there is a Cloudie story quiz event, so there are various questions related to Cloudie, both from the main story, from Rebel Cloudie, and from like his monthly or from his birthday story. And if you get all the answers right, then you will receive a unique weapon ticket. So that's quite nice-ish. I mean, it's freebies. And then finally, we have a new APK file for which I will put the link into the description of this video. I was hoping that they would fix the crash issues, but like after logging in, I did 3 runs in Tower of Ordeals and it just crashed right away. So definitely not fixed yet. I hope they do something about it, and I might have to actually try a different emulator, see if it's BlueStacks related, because that's what I've been using for the past couple of months now. Maybe it works better with a different one. We'll have to see about that. So yeah, guys, this is it for the patch. Not that many new things, some small changes. Of course, there is the balance patch, about which I'm gonna make a separate video. But yeah, that's it really. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. If you like any of the changes, any of the new stuff, or if you feel a bit disappointed. And yeah, this has been it for now. Cloudie out. See you in the next one. Bye bye.